Yeah, welcome back, everyone. So let's continue. So far we have learned about, I think, 9 words. So let me list them out. Fatal, expatiate, breakfast, calendar, cleanliness, capable, necessary. Okay, that's it. Yes. And forage. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll take a few more words and then we practice with a storytelling techniques. So again, pay attention to my mouth, how I pronounce the words, and please practice with me. Fatal, expatiate, breakfast, calendar, cleanliness, capable, necessary. My spelling of necessary. Forage. Please take screenshots of these words as I add more. Remember, once we go for breakout room, we might not have the words again. Hopefully, we'll go for breakout room today. But please take note of the words, write it in somewhere, take screenshots so that you can have it. So the next word I have is chocolate. Chocolate. It's not chocolate or chocolate. It's the first letter O sounds as in orange. Cho. The second letter O is silent. Chalk. Now, chocolate. Late. When you have it alone, it is pronounced late. Do not come late to work. Do not come, not come. The word is come. Do not come late. Late. It has that diphthong A. Do not come late to work. Work. Let's talk about work and walk. Look at these two words. Work. It has the sound. It has this symbol. The same sound you have in first. Work. And look at this one. It has the O sound. Walk. Americans will say, oh, walk. So these two words are not pronounced the same way. So the sentence again. Don't come late to work. But when you have that same late as a part of a word, as in chocolate, late will not be pronounced late again. Instead, it will be pronounced lit, lit, chocolate, chocolate, not chocolate or chocolate. So the next word I have, remember to take note of these words, write them in your notepad, take screenshots, etc. because we might not have them here all day. So the next word I have is, excuse me, empty. A lot of people pronounce this word without the P. They say empty. The P in this word is not silent. So the P should be heard. Empty. Empty. I saw an empty van outside. Outside, not outside. Outside. The next word I have is estate, not estate. 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 I love Basharun Estate. Not I love Basharun Estate. Estate. Now the word estate has two syllables. Estate. And you're stressing the second syllable, state. Also, when you're using the word estate in a sentence, the preposition that goes with estate is on. I live on Basharun Estate, not I live in Basharun Estate, or I live at Basharun Estate. That is wrong. When you're using the word estate, the right preposition is on. I live on Basharun Estate. There is a supermart on the estate. It means that there's a supermarket within the estate, inside the estate. So we do not use prepositions in or at with estate. Rather, we use preposition on the estate, estate. The next word I have is ego. Ego, and not ego. Ego. You need to work. Remember the word work is different from walk. You need to work on your ego, not you need to work on your ego. You need to work on your ego. The next word I have is despite, not despite. So you hear people say, despite all I did. No, it's despite all I did. Despite. Just like the word estate, you're stressing the second syllable. De, not de. Watch my mouth. De, e. The letter E there sounds e. Despite. It is not despite. So let's take the word again. Chocolate. Chocolate. Work. Walk. Empty. Estate. Ego. Despite. From the beginning. Fatal. Expatiate. Breakfast. Calendar. Cleanliness. Capable. Necessary. Necessary. Forward. Chocolate. Work. Walk. Empty. Estate. Ego. Despite. If you'd like to practice with me, please raise your hand. Remember, we will be practicing our storytelling techniques tonight. So if you're practicing the words, then you quickly make a short story. The story shouldn't be more than 3 sentences. The story shouldn't be more than 3 sentences. Just pick random words here and make up a short story. The story should be more than 3 sentences for each, please, so that everyone can have the opportunity to practice. So first I have Christy. Christy, please unmute. Christy, please unmute. Good evening. Good evening, Christy.
Good evening, Diction Queen.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
From the beginning or from...
Yes, please.
Okay.
From the beginning.
Fatal.
Yes, ma'am.
Expatiate.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Antenatal.
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 Yes, please.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
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 Yes, please.
Necessary.
Correct.
Calendar.
Correct.
foreign,
Correct.
capable,
Correct.
chocolate,
Correct.
work,
Make it longer.
work,
Correct.
empty,
Correct.
estate,
Estate. Estate.
estate,
Correct.
ego,
Correct.
despite,
Despite. Not despite.
despite.
Correct. Thank you, ma'am. So I'll call on Charity. Charity, good evening. Please unmute yourself. So if I were you, as I pronounce these words, those words that I'm struggling with, the ones I couldn't pronounce correctly, the ones I corrected you on again, I'll tick them. Then I'll go further to practice. So our task for today, I would like you to do screenshots if you're able to do the task, is to go on any of the AI sites. You could use what's this? Claudia. You could use ChatGPT, or you use Gemini. Anyone you're conversant with, if you know any other one, is fine. So you do a voice note of yourself pronouncing these words using a voice note, just like you're sending a voice note to a WhatsApp group. As you do that, the AI will spell the words you have pronounced for you. That would help you know if you're correct, if you're pronouncing the words correctly or not. And if you're not pronouncing it correctly, it helps you know the word you're pronouncing. I'll take the task again as we proceed. Charity, good evening. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, madam. Madam Charity, good evening. You are unmuted already, but you're not talking. Okay, I'll call someone else. Madam Joy, please unmute.
Good evening, Diction
Good
Queen.
evening. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Fatal.
Fatal.
Fatal. Fatal.
Yes, please.
Expatiate.
It's not pan. If you look at the spelling, there is no PAN there. Expatiate. Expatiate.
Expatiate.
Yes, please.
Breakfast.
Break, as an egg. Breakfast.
Okay, ma'am. Breakfast.
Okay,
Calendar.
correct.
Cleanliness.
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 Yes, please.
Capable. Necessary.
Yes, correct.
Forehead.
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 Forehead. Again,
Forehead.
the next word.
Chocolate.
The next word.
Work.
The next word.
Walk.
Excuse me. Both words have long sounds. Work, walk.
Oh, the A. Okay.
Yes.
Work.
Okay.
Walk.
Correct. The next word.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate.
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 The next word.
Ego.
Ego.
Oh, ego.
Yes, please. The last word.
Despite.
Despite. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
Remember, take the ones you aren't sure of, the ones I corrected you on. Or you don't even have to tick all the words again. Use any of the AI sites. You have Claudia, you have ChatGPT, you have Gemini. All you need to do is to go on Google. Just go on Google, type anyone, ChatGPT, Gemini AI, Claudia AI, anyone. It takes you to their site. You see the platform. I'm going to do a test run together. Then you're going to see a place where you just click and you can record your voice just like you're sending a WhatsApp voice note. Pronounce all of these words. As you do that, AI will spell these words for you. It helps you to know if you are pronouncing the correct word. If you're not pronouncing the correct word, it gives you a word that it thinks you're pronouncing. So that way you can judge yourself. And anyone you feel you didn't pronounce rightly according to the AI side, you can then go to the dictionary to confirm its right pronunciation. Or you could even ask in the group. Okay, so Mary, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening, Mary.
Let me start.
Please pronounce the words.
Fatal.
Correct.
Expatiate.
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 Yes,
Expatiate.
please. Yes, please.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Calendar.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
Again.
Cleanliness.
Correct.
Capable.
Correct.
Necessary.
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 Necessary. Necessary.
Necessary. Necessary.
The
Necessary.
letter E. The letter E here makes the sure sound. S. S. Now the letter A here makes the air sound as an egg. Necessary. Necessary.
Necessary.
You need to work more on that word. The next word, ma'am.
Forward.
The next word.
Chocolates.
Okay, the next word.
Work.
The
Walk.
next word.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate.
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 Yes, please.
Ego.
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 The
Ego.
next word.
Sorry, ma'am. This one you said ego. What sound is that? The E, is it the short?
E. It's written like the small letter I, two little dots. That's the symbol.
Okay.
E as in eats.
Ego. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. The next word.
Despite.
Despite.
Despite. Despite.
Despite. Yes. Despite. Okay, that's a good one, Mary.
Thank
Keep
you.
practicing, please. Mrs. Kuyoro. Please correct my pronunciation of your name. I apologize ahead. Please unmute yourself, madam.
Kuyoro.
Kuyoro, okay.
Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Better.
Okay.
Expatiate. Expatiate.
Yes, ma'am.
Breakfast. Breakfast.
Correct, ma'am.
Calendar.
Correct.
Cleanliness. Cleanliness.
Yes, please.
Capable.
Correct.
Necessary.
Yes.
Foreign.
Correct.
Chocolate.
Correct.
Work.
Make it longer.
Work.
Okay.
Work.
Okay. I think you're mixing it up. The first
Work.
one
Work.
is work. The second one is walk.
Work.
Better now.
Empty.
Try not to add the H sound. Don't take a deep
Okay.
breath at the beginning.
Okay.
Again,
Empty.
no. You're saying it as if there's a H at the beginning of the
Okay.
word. So don't take a
Empty.
deep breath. You can try to
Okay.
hold your breath and say
Okay.
it.
Empty.
No, empty.
Empty.
Saying hem.
Em-
There is no
Empty.
H there. Better now.
Okay.
Try it again. One more
Empty.
time.
Empty.
You're adding H again. Again.
Empty.
You're adding, you're still, okay, better now. The logic is, whenever you want to pronounce words that start with vowels, hold your breath. It is when you take a deep breath that the H sound is heard. There is no H there, so we should not hear the H sound. Empty
Empty.
is different from
Empty.
empty. Don't take
Empty.
a deep breath. Yes, empty.
Empty.
The next word,
Estate.
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 The next word,
Ego.
you're adding the H again.
Okay.
Hold your
Ego.
breath. Better. The next word,
Ego.
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 Okay.
Ego.
Yes, ma'am. The last word. Good.
Decide.
Please keep practicing, ma'am. You need to practice more and more. Okay, Phoebe, good evening. Phoebe, good evening. TB Consultant, good evening. Esther, good evening.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
Ma.
Esther. Okay, good evening, Phoebe. Esther, I'll call you again, please.
Good evening.
Please pronounce the words.
Thank you.
Thank you, TH.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you. Faithful.
Correct.
Expatiate.
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 The next word.
Breakfast.
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 It's not break, break. Break.
Breakfast.
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 The next word.
Calendar.
The next word.
Cleanliness.
The next word.
Capable.
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 The next word.
Necessary.
The next word.
Forage.
The next word.
Chocolate.
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 The next word.
Walk.
That is W-A-L-K. Now try to pronounce W-O-R-K.
Walk.
Work. Work.
Walk. Walk.
It's not all. All is what you have in W-A-L-K. W-O-R-K. Watch my mouth. Work.
Walk.
That's fair. The next word.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate.
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 Estate. Don't make it long. Estate.
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 The next word.
Ego.
The last word.
Despite.
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 Ego. Despite.
Ego. Despite.
Thank you, Phoebe. But see, Esther, is it Poshu? Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Faithful.
Correct.
Expatiate.
Correct.
Breakfast.
Break.
Calendar.
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Break. Break.
Breakfast.
The next word.
Breakfast. Calendar.
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 The next word.
Calendar.
Yes, ma'am.
Cleanliness.
Yes, ma'am.
Capable.
Yes, ma'am.
Capable. Necessary.
Necessary. Necessary.
Necessary.
The next word.
Porridge.
The next
Porridge.
word.
Chocolate.
The next word.
Word.
The next
Wood.
word. Correct.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate. Estate.
Again.
Estate.
The next word.
Eagle.
And the last word.
Despite.
That's impressive. Please keep practicing, ma'am. I have NAU, now you, something like that. Please unmute. Good evening. NAU, good evening. NAU, good evening. NAU, good evening. Shefumi, good evening. Shefumi, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Please pronounce the words.
Fatal.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Expatiate.
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 Expatiate. Breakfast. Canada. Cleanliness. Capable.
Capable.
Capable. Necessary.
Necessary.
Necessary. Forward. Chocolates. Wow. Walk. Empty.
Work. Whoa.
Wow.
Both as long sounds.
Walk. Walk. Empty. Estate. Ego.
Ego. Go. Ego.
Ego. Ego. Despite.
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 I recommend you keep practicing. You need to practice a lot. NAU, are you ready now?
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ready. Good evening, ma'am.
Yes,
Good
sir.
evening,
Please
ma'am.
pronounce the words.
All right. Fetal.
Okay.
Expatiate.
Pay.
Breakfast.
Like there's a PAY there. Pay. Expatiate.
Expatiate. Expatiate. Breakfast. Calendar. Cleanliness. Capable.
Clean.
Ne-
Clean.
Cleanliness.
Yes,
Cleanliness.
please. Yes, please.
Capable.
Okay.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Forward.
Necessary.
Necessary.
The
Necessary.
next word.
Forward. Chocolate. Work.
No.
Walk.
Word. Then
Work.
walk.
Walk. Work. Walk.
Yes.
Empty.
Correct.
Estate.
Estate.
Ego.
Estate.
Estate. Estate.
Yes, sir.
Ego.
Correct.
Despite.
Despite.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Take note of the
Despite.
last word, despite. Okay, you're welcome. Mujida, please unmute. Mujida, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
I love your voice. Please pronounce the words.
Okay. Sorry, I want to try and increase the volume. Can you hear me now?
Okay, I can.
Okay. All right. Fatal.
Okay,
Okay. Expatiate.
expatiate. A lot of people are struggling with this
Okay.
word. Expatiate. Please expatiate it.
Expatiate.
Yes,
Okay. Expatiate.
yes, please.
Breakfast.
Correct,
Calendar.
correct.
Cleanliness.
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 Correct.
Capable. Capable. Sorry.
Capable. Correct,
Capable.
correct.
Necessary.
Necessary.
Okay. Necessary.
Correct.
Forward.
Forage.
Forward. Okay.
Correct,
Okay. Chocolate.
correct,
Walk.
correct.
Walk.
Absolutely. The next word.
Empty.
Yes, please.
Estate.
Yes,
Ego.
yes, please.
Despite.
Well done. I'm
Despite.
impressed. Yes, correct. I'm impressed. Well done. Simisola, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes.
Please pronounce the words.
Fatal,
Correct,
expatiate,
correct,
breakfast,
correct,
calendar,
correct.
cleanliness,
Yes, please.
capable,
Yes, please.
necessary,
Necessary.
necessary,
Yes, please.
forward,
Okay,
chocolate,
okay,
work,
okay.
woke,
Correct,
empty,
correct.
estate,
Yes, please.
ego,
Yes,
despite,
correct. Please do not.
antenatal, okay.
What did you say, ma'am?
Antenatal,
Yes, antenatal.
antenatal. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Well done.
Yes.
I'm impressed. Please keep practicing. You're doing wonderfully well. Well done, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please, if you'd like to practice, raise your hand by clicking on the raise hand button. Don't raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand by clicking on the raise hand button. Jenny, good evening. Please unmute yourself.
Good
Jenny,
evening.
good evening. Yes, ma'am, good evening. How are you today?
I'm good, and you?
Please pronounce the words. I'm well.
Okay. Fertile,
Correct.
expatiate,
Yes.
breakfast,
Correct.
calendar,
Correct.
cleanliness,
Correct.
capable,
Correct.
necessary,
Necessary. Necessary.
necessary,
Correct.
forward,
Correct.
chocolate,
Correct.
work,
Correct.
walk,
Correct.
empty,
Correct.
estate.
Estate.
Oh, sorry. Estate,
Correct.
ego,
Correct.
despite.
I love that, Jenny. Oluwabumi, please unmute yourself. Abasi, I love your story. It says, I took chocolate and bread as my breakfast. After a long work on the estate, I felt so empty. I love your story. Yes, we would not have time to take stories tonight, considering the time. It's almost 10 p.m. and we still have over 10 people raising their hands. So when we meet tomorrow, we would explore our stories. So please, you can write your stories down tonight so that when we meet tomorrow, that would be the reading we will take. Take note, we would not have breakout sessions tonight. So in case you have read and you have other things to attend to, feel free to exit the Zoom session. But before you go, let me quickly talk about the home task again. Go to your Chrome or Safari if you're an old iPhone user, or Phonics, whatever browser you use. Once you get to Google like this, please take screenshots of these words. I want to delete them. Take screenshots of all of these words. I want to delete them so that everyone can see my screen clearly, so that you can know how to use the AI. I know that not everybody's conversant with using of AI. That's one of the advantages of being here. You learn other stuff as well. So please take screenshot of all of these words. I'm going to delete it now. If you don't have screenshot and I call you, it means you won't have words to pronounce. I'm just going to mute you and call someone else. So please take screenshot of all the words on the screen right now because I will delete them. I don't have them written somewhere. If you have the screenshot, please, you can send it to the group. I'm going to delete it right now. Okay, so for the assignment again, go to Google. Once you get to Google, search any AI. There are different AIs. Let's use Gemini. Gemini is spelled Gemini. AI. Can you see my spelling? Gemini. Just search. Click on the search. And it takes you here. This is a sponsored ad, so don't click on their ad. Just scroll down. So click on their website. This is their website. Just click on it. Now look at this part where it says Ask Gemini. Now below that part, can you see this mic here? Can you see the microphone? Once you click on the microphone and you speak to it, let me click on the microphone. Then I will say something. Okay, because this is the first time, it says allow this time, never allow while using this type. So you need to allow it so that it would hear your voice. You need to allow your mic. If it's your phone as well, it's going to ask you to go to your setting and allow microphone if you have not done that before. So you click on it again and you speak to it. Can you see? Because I'm speaking, it's saying listening. When I'm done speaking, everything I have said is going to write it out. So I'm done speaking now. Okay, it didn't get my voice. Let's try it again. Click on it. Comfortable. Expatiate. Can you see that? It keeps, okay, I'm done talking. Let me just stop it. Now look at it. I didn't pronounce expatiate correctly. Can you see that? It didn't spell it correctly. Can you see it? It is wrong. So this would help you to know the words you're pronouncing correctly, the ones you're not. So because I can't pronounce these words, I know the spelling of the word, but I couldn't pronounce it rightly. That's why it's not spelling it correctly. So I can just quickly go to my dictionary. We have learned how to use dictionaries over time. If you still don't get it, there's a lesson on the e-learning platform that talks about how to use the dictionary. So go to that dictionary, search the word with the correct spelling, and listen to the pronunciation or decode the transcription. Or you can ask in the group for the pronunciation again. Okay, so let's proceed. So I'm going to call you to practice now. Make sure you have your words ready. If you don't have your words, I'm just going to call someone else. So Abigail, please unmute. Abigail, please unmute. Good evening. Abigail, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Okay, let me check my phone.
My phone. Okay, let me check my phone.
Okay, let me check my phone. Okay. Vatel.
Fatal.
Fatal.
Okay.
Expatiate.
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 Yes.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Calendar.
Okay.
Cleanliness.
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 The next word.
Capable.
The next word.
Necessary.
Next word.
Forehead.
The next word.
Chocolate.
The next word.
Work.
The next word.
Walk.
The next word.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate.
The next word.
Eagle.
The last word.
Despite.
Well done. Keep practicing. You're doing wonderfully well. Oluwabumi, haven't I called you? I think I have. Haven't I? Lami. Please, if I've called you, don't raise your hand again so we won't have to sleep here tonight. Lami, please unmute. Good evening. Lami, your network is poor. Can you move around? Your network is poor. Your voice is cracky. Can you move around?
Okay,
Good evening,
yes.
Lami. Let's see if it's better now.
Good evening.
Please pronounce the words. It's quite better.
Okay.
Okay.
Fatal.
It's not
Fatal.
okay.
Okay. Fatal.
The next word.
Expatiate.
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 The next word.
Expatiate. Breakfast.
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 The next word.
Calendar.
The next word.
Cleanliness.
The next word.
Capable.
Capable.
Next. Okay.
Capable.
Necessary. Capable. Capable.
Okay.
Capable. Necessary.
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 The next word.
Forehead.
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 The next
Forehead.
word.
Chocolates.
The next word.
Walk.
The next word.
Walk.
The next word.
Empty.
Don't add the H. Empty.
Empty.
Don't add the H. Hold your breath. Empty.
Empty.
The next word.
Estate.
The next word.
Ego.
The next word.
Despite.
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 Okay, thank you. You need to keep practicing. Abasi, please unmute. Abasi, good evening. Please pronounce the words. I can't hear you. Okay.
Expatiate.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Calendar.
Okay.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Cleanliness. Capable.
Okay.
Necessary.
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 It's not necessary. Necessary.
Necessary.
Okay. The next word.
Forehead.
Okay. The next word.
Chocolate.
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 Okay. Go ahead, please. Oh, Abasi is out. Zainab, please unmute. Zainab, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Please pronounce the words.
Okay. Fatal.
Go ahead.
Expatiate.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Calendar.
Okay.
Cleanliness.
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 Okay.
Capable.
Okay.
Necessary.
Okay. Necessary.
Necessary.
Correct.
chocolate,
Okay.
wreck,
o-
walk,
Okay.
empty,
Okay.
estate,
Okay.
ego,
Okay.
despite.
Well done. Olubumi, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Fatal. Expatiate.
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 Okay.
Antenatal.
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 Correct.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
Correct.
Necessary.
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 Okay.
Calendar.
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 Okay.
Worried.
Okay.
Capable.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Okay.
Work.
Correct.
Work.
Walk.
Work. That's WORK.
Okay.
Work.
Make it longer.
Work. Work.
Okay.
Walk.
Okay.
Empty.
Okay.
Estate.
Okay.
Ego.
Okay.
Despite.
Good. Lovely. Please unmute. Lovely. Please unmute. Lovely. Please unmute. Lovely. Please unmute. It's not unmuting. Please try it again. I can see you're trying it. I'll call you again. Maybe it's the network. Chidima, please unmute.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Chidima.
Okay.
Please pronounce the words.
Settle.
Okay.
Expatiate.
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 Correct.
Breakfast.
Break.
Calendar.
Okay.
Cleanliness.
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 Okay.
Capable.
Okay.
Necessary.
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 Yes, please.
Forehead.
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 Yes, please.
Chocolate.
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 Okay.
Work.
Okay.
Work.
Okay.
Empty.
Okay.
Estate.
Okay.
Ego.
Okay.
Despite.
Despite.
Fight.
Yes, please. Lovely. You can try to unmute again. Well done, Chidema. That's good.
Hello.
Good evening. Yes, ma'am. Good
evening.
evening. Please
Okay.
pronounce the word.
Okay. Fatal.
So,
Fatal.
yes, please.
Expatiate.
Correct.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Calendar.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
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 Yes, please.
Capable.
Yes, please.
Necessary.
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 Yes, please.
Forward.
Yes, please.
Chocolate.
Yes, please.
Work.
Yes, please.
Walk.
Yes, please.
Empty.
Yes, please.
Estate.
Correct.
Ego.
Correct.
Despite.
Well done. I'm impressed. Keep it up.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Chizoma, please unmute. Additional Bukola, I've called you earlier. I asked that those in the secret shouldn't raise hand earlier, but you did and I called you. So please allow those that have not called first. If we have time, I might call you later, but now I need to focus on those that haven't had opportunity to practice. Chizoma, are you here? Unmute, please. Chizoma, unmute. Bright, good evening. Please unmute. Bright, please unmute. Bright, please unmute. I've called Charity too, so I won't call you at the moment. I've called Charity, I've called additional Bukola. Patricia, please unmute. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Fatal.
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 Tool. Fatal.
Fatal.
Yes, please.
Expatiate.
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 Next word.
Breakfast.
Next word.
Calendar.
The next word.
Cleanliness.
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 The next word.
Capable.
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 The next word.
Necessary.
The next word.
Forward.
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 The next word.
Chocolate.
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 The next word.
Walk.
The next word.
Wake.
Walk.
Walk.
The next word.
Empty.
Next word.
Estate.
State.
Estate.
The next word.
Ego.
The last word.
Despite.
Right. Abba girl, good evening. Please unmute. Abba's girl, unmute.
Something.
Good evening.
Okay. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Please pronounce the
So
words.
fatal.
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 Tool.
Okay. Fatal.
The next word.
Expensive.
The next word.
Expensive.
The next word.
Breakfast.
The next word.
Calendar.
Calendar.
Cleanliness.
Calendar.
Okay. Calendar.
The next word.
Calendar. Cleanliness.
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 The next word.
Capable.
The next word.
Necessary. Necessary.
The next word.
Forward.
The next word.
Chocolate.
The next word.
Walk.
Walk is W-A-L-K. So pronounce W-O-R-K now.
Walk.
Work.
Work. Okay.
The next word.
Work. Empty.
Next word.
Estate. Estate.
Estate.
Estate. Yeah.
The next word.
Ego.
The last word.
Despite.
Despite.
Despite. Okay.
Michelle, please unmute. You're welcome. Michelle, good evening.
Good evening.
Please pronounce the words.
Okay, sorry. Fatal.
Correct.
Expatiate.
Correct.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Calendar.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
Correct.
Capable.
Correct.
Necessary.
Correct.
Forehead.
Correct.
Chocolate.
Correct.
Word.
Correct.
Walk.
Correct.
Empty.
Correct.
Estate.
Correct.
Ego.
Correct.
Despite.
I'm impressed, Mitchell. Bright, please unmute. Bright, please unmute. Glory, please unmute.
Oh.
Good
Glory,
evening,
please
ma'am.
unmute. Who's talking, Bright or Glory?
Bright. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please pronounce the words. Bright, please pronounce the words. Bright, what's happening? Glory, please unmute yourself. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Please greet properly. Good evening.
Yes, ma'am.
Please pronounce the words.
Calendar.
Calendar.
Calendar. Forehead.
Forehead.
Capable. Forehead.
The H is
Capable.
silent. Forehead.
Forehead.
I
Forehead.
didn't say forehead. Forehead. Rate. Forehead.
Forehead. Capable. Necessary. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Work. Chocolate. Work.
Not choco. Chocolate.
Chocolates. Work. Work. Empty. Estate. Ego. Despite.
We have work and we have walk. I walk to work. Take note of those two pronunciations. Bright, are you ready now? Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Practicing. Continue pronouncing the words.
Fatal.
Okay.
Expected.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Okay.
Calendar.
Okay.
Cleanliness.
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 Okay.
Capable.
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 Okay.
Necessary.
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 Okay.
Forehead.
Okay.
Chocolate.
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 Okay.
Work.
Okay.
Work.
Okay.
Empty.
Okay.
Estate.
Okay.
Ego.
Okay.
Despite.
That's good. Keep it up. Oluwaseun, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, please. Pronounce the words.
Fatal.
Okay.
Fatal.
Okay.
Expected.
Go ahead.
Breakfast.
This
Calendar. Cleanliness. Capable.
cleanliness. Cleanliness.
Necessary. Cleanliness.
Okay.
Capable. Necessary. Foreign. Chocolates. War. Work. Empty.
Estate.
Estate. Estate. Ego.
Ego.
Despite. Ego.
Despite.
Despite.
Mukhtar
Despite.
Sharifat, haven't I called you? Please, if I've called you, allow others to practice, please.
Call me, ma.
What did you say?
You haven't called me at all.
I haven't called. Okay. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma.
Word. Pronounce the words, ma'am.
It's not on my screen. I want to go to where I screenshot it.
I need to go to where I screenshot it or screenshotted. Screenshotted. Let me check the dictionary. That word doesn't sound like it exists. Please, once you're there, go ahead. Screenshot. Screenshot. Is it a noun or a verb?
I haven't get it now. Okay, I've seen it now. Can
Go
I
ahead.
proceed now? Can I?
Yes.
Can I? All right now. Virtue. Expatiate.
Expatiate.
Expatiate. Breakfast. Calendar. Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Capable.
Capable.
Capable. Necessary. Poet. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Work. Work. Empty. Estate. Ego. Despite.
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 Well done, ma'am. Ade Allah, please unmute. Please note that I realize you haven't been using what you've been learning in conversations. Please, it's not just enough to come here and practice. Use it in conversations. Be conscious when you speak. Ade Allah, unmute yourself, please. Charity, I have called you before.
Good evening, ma'am.
Again, please.
Good evening,
Chizoma, I
ma'am.
think I called you before earlier. Good evening, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm coming. Potato.
Okay.
Expatiate.
Patient.
Expatiate.
Okay.
Breakfast.
Correct.
Calendar.
Correct.
Cleanliness.
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 Okay.
Capable.
Okay.
Necessary.
Necessary. Sorry. Necessary.
Necessary.
Okay.
Forage.
Okay.
Chocolate.
Continue.
Work.
Word.
Work. Work. Empty. Estate.
Estate.
Estate. Estate. Ego. Despite.
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 Ajake Fair, please unmute. Well done, ma'am. Please keep practicing.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Ajake Fair, unmute. Peace, please unmute.
Hello, everyone.
Okay,
Good
Ajake Fair,
evening,
good
ma'am.
evening. Good evening, madam. Please pronounce the words.
Faithful.
Yes, ma'am.
Despite.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Breakfast.
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 Okay.
Calendar.
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 Yes, please.
Cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Cleanliness.
Cleanliness.
Yes, please.
Capable.
Yes, please.
Necessary.
Yes, please.
Forehead.
Forage.
Forage.
Yes, please.
Chocolates.
Yes, please. Or chocolate.
Chocolates.
Chocolate.
Chocolates.
Or
Chocolates.
Yes, chocolate.
Work.
Yes, please.
Walk.
Correct.
Empty.
Yes, ma'am.
Estate.
Yes, ma'am.
Ego.
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 Yes, ma'am.
Despite.
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 Yes, ma'am. And
Thank
you
you.
you need to keep practicing. What lesson are you on the e-learning platform?
Masterclass.
Yes, what lesson are you? Which of the lessons are you on the e-learning platform?
10.
Lesson 10. Okay, I'd
Yes.
recommend that you don't rush the lessons and pay
Okay.
attention to the sounds. Pay attention more to the sounds. So for each
Okay.
word you've learned, practice it with other people around you. You have a long way to go. So don't rush it. Take your time, but make sure you're doing one thing at a time. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. I look forward to your improvement. Okay, Irene, good evening. Please unmute. Irene, please unmute.
Good evening, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Good
Please
evening.
pronounce the words.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fatal,
Okay.
expatient,
Okay.
breakfast,
Okay.
calendar,
Correct.
cleanliness,
Correct.
capable,
Go ahead.
necessary,
Yeah.
forest,
Yes.
chocolate,
Yes.
work,
Okay.
walk,
Okay.
empty,
Okay.
estate,
Okay.
ego,
Okay.
despite.
I love the calmness in your voice. Adamo Aziza, please unmute. Well done. You
Thank
did
you.
great. Keep it up, ma'am. Aziza, please unmute. Abasi, please unmute. Abasi, please unmute. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Please pronounce the words.
Okay. Fatal,
Okay.
expatiate,
Okay.
breakfast,
Correct.
calendar,
Yes.
cleanliness,
Cleanliness.
cleanliness,
Yes, please.
capable,
Yes, please.
necessary,
Okay.
forward,
Okay.
chocolate,
Okay.
work,
Okay.
walk,
Okay.
empty,
Again?
empty,
Correct.
estate,
Okay.
ego,
Okay.
despite.
Thank you. I love your voice. Charity, please unmute. I had said earlier that there won't be breakout room tonight, that if I've called you, you can exit the Zoom session. So there won't be breakout room call tonight. It's almost 10:30, 4 minutes to 10:30. And the homework we have two homeworks. First is use any of the AI sites you're conversant with. Pronounce these words we have learned tonight to see those that you're pronouncing rightly and the ones you're pronouncing wrongly. For the ones you're pronouncing wrongly, confirm the right pronunciation in the dictionary or in the group. The second homework is to use to use 3 words out of all the words we've learned tonight to make a short sentence. So when we meet tomorrow, that's what we will practice with for our breakout room. Charity, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. The first one. Fatal.
Okay.
Expatiate.
Expatiate.
Expatiate. breakfast,
Okay.
calendar,
Okay.
cleanliness,
Cleanliness.
cleanliness,
Okay.
capable,
Okay.
necessary,
Okay.
porridge,
Okay.
chocolate,
Okay.
work,
Okay.
walk,
Okay.
empty,
Correct.
and estate,
Correct.
ego,
Correct.
despite.
Well done, ma'am. You did a good job. Thank you.
Thank
Azizat,
you.
please unmute yourself again. You will come, ma'am. Azizat, unmute yourself again. Azizat, unmute yourself. Okay, I'll call on the last person, which is Mujida. Mujida, haven't I called you? Mujida, please unmute. Good evening, Mujida.
Good evening, ma'am.
Please pronounce the words. Or have you pronounced earlier?
Yes, I have.
Okay, is it a question you have?
I want to pronounce again.
I'm sorry, we can't allow that considering the time. We see how few people that haven't pronounced, even though some of them are raising their hands. And if I
Okay,
allow you now, others will want to pronounce again. And it's almost 10:30. So
no
please
problem.
forgive me.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Aziza, are you really here? Please unmute. Patricia, I have called you earlier, so I won't call you again. Azizat, please unmute. Do we have questions? Please, if you have questions, send them in. Once it's 10:30, I would end the session. Remember the home task again. All the words we learned tonight, pronounce them on any of the AI sites to figure out the ones you're not pronouncing correctly, and use a dictionary to find out the right pronunciations. Or you send the words to the group, and we can make the pronunciations available again. The second assignment, pick any 3 words out of all the words we learned tonight. We learned about 20 words tonight. Pick any 3 of them and make a short sentence. Make a short story, rather. The story shouldn't be more than 3 sentences. So when we meet tomorrow, we'll put these sentences to use for our breakout room. Azizat, are you ready or you're still not ready? Okay, Aziza is not unmuting herself. Do we have any more questions? Please, I can have access. Are you asking a question? Yes, you can have access to the e-learning platform. Just follow through the steps provided in the welcome speech and you will be able to access the e-learning platform. Okay, you can't access it. Why? What is it saying? When you try to access it, what is it saying? Mary Rose, I give instruction on how to raise hand. Raising hand in the chat, I will not call you. Look below your screen. You're going to see raise hand button. Click on it. Then your hand will be up just like others that you can see on your screen. That's when I can call you. But when you raise your hand in the chat, I won't be able to call you that way. Patricia, what is the feedback you're getting when you try to access the e-learning platform? Any other question? So remember, it's not just about practicing here on the e-learning platform or when we meet on Zoom. It is also about speaking right when you're not in class. I know that takes extra effort because the people you want to speak to, they already know that you speak a certain way. And that's why I recommend that you do not change your voice. When you don't change your voice, they would not even notice you're speaking differently at first. It is just about being who you are, focusing on the right pronunciations. If you do that, I would know when I listen to you. And if you don't do that, I would also know when I listen to you. And the truth is, you're not doing yourself good when you restrict your pronunciation practice to only the academy. Practice with other people around you. Practice with your children, your neighbor, your colleagues. You can even use some of them as accountability partners. Okay, Joy says, good evening, ma'am. I don't have a question, but gratitude, not a gratitude, just a gratitude. With the help in this class, I was able to speak in a meeting today with confidence. All tap to the diction queen. Wow, I love this feedback. Could you please pass me a phone? Let me do a screenshot of this feedback. I really appreciate your feedback, Joy. Is it Joy now? Babe. Please pass my phone. Okay, Patricia says, I can't have access to the question. I want to retry them. reload the page. When you reload the page, you can access it again. What is the name of the online dictionary you use? I use the Oxford Learners Dictionary. I recommend the Oxford Learners Dictionary when it has to do with meanings and confirming correct how a word is, if a word is correct or not. I use others as well, but I use the Oxford Learners Dictionary more. Yes, Ma, I keep praying for you today. I felt so filled this week. I really appreciate your feedback. I'd recommend if you can even do a WhatsApp message. You can send a WhatsApp message to maybe the group or to me personally, so I can have the feedback as a proper screenshot. I really appreciate your feedback, Joy. And please keep it up. That is the extent of being here. That is what we're here. That is my joy. That is my joy. That is just it. Yes, the money is important. It is important. I won't lie about that. But it's more important when, yes, people get value for their money. Like I always say, I look forward to when I become the Minister of Education. So I want to lay a foundation where people can trust me and can know that for whatever investment we're doing together, they are getting value for it. So I sincerely appreciate your feedback, Joy, and please keep it up. Remember to keep speaking better. Just keep speaking. Keep speaking intentionally. That intentionality must be there. That intentionality must be there. If it's not there, nothing will change. You have to be intentional. You have to do it afraid. Like I always say, that's why I love to use myself as example when I make mistakes. I am not perfect, but because I keep doing, I keep showing up, that's why it feels like I'm better than a lot of people. But the truth is, I never had a perfect speech situation growing up or even now. I'm just making efforts as well. And that's just what life is. There's no one is perfect. We just have to keep improving ourselves. Okay, thank you, everyone. It's time to go meet my husband. Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. And please, we'll meet again tomorrow by 8 p.m. Remember the assignment again. Pick any 3 words from all the words we learned tonight. Make a short sentence, a short story. Make sure it's not more than 3 sentences. And the second assignment is to explore any AI site that you're comfortable with. I gave 3 suggestions. It could be any other one. ChatGPT, Claudia, Gemini, there are lots of them. They just go on Google and type AI. They will bring it up for you. Do a voice note and pronounce words. The ones you did not pronounce correctly, figure out the right pronunciation. Jai says, I will vote for you. Thank you. Okay, thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. I sincerely appreciate the relationship, and I look forward to reading everyone's feedback and being able to proudly say that, yes, at a time we worked together and you got value. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night rest. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. The replay will be sent shortly.